Hey, welcome into another year at Thetacon. This is our third one, Thetacon 24, coming to you from beautiful Las Vegas Resorts World. So, amongst others, they're a huge shout out to FuelFoundry, Slick, and Use. Give it up to those guys. They make this stuff happen.
Slick with FuelFoundry.
And I'm Use, and I guess I'm kind of a contractor for FuelFoundry.
You're FuelFoundry. This is the actual, real, original reason why FuelFoundry started. So, Theta Frogs came to me and a couple other guys, and they were coming to me first, and they were like, "Hey, we need a crypto site. We need a crypto site." And I had a developer friend of mine down in Atlanta. I said, "Hey, listen, just go talk to her. She's a VIP, really good friend of mine. I think I was best man at her wedding." Then like crickets. I'm like, what's going on? Crickets. Okay, then one day I sent the Theta Frog to Matt over there, and crickets. I'm like, "Hey man, what did Tracy say?" "Oh, $50,000. I'm like, "Oh my God, no wonder no one's doing, you know." So the idea was to build this multi-tenant, multi-service platform where we would offer it for free. And what we do is we just hedge off the transactions. And that's what we've built. We're still building it. Yeah, it's not a thing that you just build. It's just something we keep building forever. Anyway, there you have it. But it's working. We got virtual staking. We got, and we're doing that now for other stuff. So next other things. Yeah, we also are doing token development now. You wrote a killer, the airdrop tool. That's like, it made me go cross-eyed when I read the code. It's really cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the messages. They weren't that positive.
I was like, are you sure this is going to work?
Did it work?
Everyone got on the airdrop.
Did it work?
It did. Yeah. There was this community chat room named Thetacon, and it was, at the time, I don't know what you say, like 3 years ago, it was the most hoppin' Theta, I'll tell you why, it was the most hoppin' Theta community-born Discord, because there was no other Theta Discords like that. Like TRS came later, TraderPunks came later.
Yeah, and all of those are private.
Yeah, and all those guys, actually what's funny is they all came out of Thetacon. So like Nanaimo and Ace, they used to run the trading room and stuff like that. So it was kind of cool. And so what happened was though, the guy who originally found it, he's like, "Man, I just got so much going on," and I'd become an admin in the room at the time, and I was the one doing all the helping and responding, and he's just like, "Listen, man, I got too much going on, you know, hey, would you mind just taking it over?" And I was like, "Sure." And as soon as I did that, this like wealth of crazy stuff, like people would start like hitting me up constantly, like, "Hey man, listen, my wallet got hacked, you know, we got these, you know," and it was like just horrific like scenarios, and we tried to really make something out. Like, I don't know, let's all get in the wallet and try to move the coins out as soon as they know. None of that worked, and so what I was like, okay, we need to like build something out of this, and because we got to build a solution that can save people's crypto. And so now that's the birth of FuelFoundry. It's the birth of Stake Shield, which is a service we offer that to date has rescued over, in total, over a million Theta. And I don't know how many million T-Fuel, but FuelFoundry was also born out of the Theta hackathons. So the first hackathon I'd submitted to, he won and I didn't. And I thought, man, if I ever do this again, I want to do it with someone who's smarter than me. And
you did the next one alone, though.
I did, because I didn't want him to steal my project. So I didn't trust you at that time. But then the next year we went on to win first place for Chainsmith. So that was cool. And here we are. What you can do is you can go to metaforge.fuelfoundry.io and set up an account, and you can put your wallets in there. Now, we don't ask you any KYC, so you can be, you know, Josie, Las Vegas, at Proton Mail, whatever, and you can go ahead and you add your wallets. And what happens is that if there's an unstake that occurs, it'll email you within 5 minutes wasn't good enough for this one, so now it's within like 30 seconds. I told him, "Hey man, I got it down to 5 minutes." He's like, "Man, that sucks." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, this guy keeps me on my toes. So, senior developer, definitely. So what happened is we have a checkbox on the thing that says "Notify FuelFoundry," And then what you can do is we'll get the email notification alert too. And we now know that it's a race condition. We have 48 hours to connect, do a Teams call. We have a very proprietary process to ensure that you're not a hacker trying to abuse the system. And it involves face-to-face and all sorts of metrics that I'm not going to get into. But yeah, no, I mean, knock on wood, it is a 100% success rate so far. Hopefully that never changes. But so we've done stuff with the POG platform. We've done stuff with what else have we helped out? I don't know. We've helped out a lot. Syndex.
Yeah. Thetacons.
Thetacon, virtual stake. Yeah, virtual staking. We developed that platform. It only took 3 years.
I mean, 2.5 was other related stuff.
Yeah, it was all related. It's kind of funny. So I think we took the Bezos model and stretched it out. And it's like, well, if we're developing this one thing, let's try to build something that can be like a multi-tenanted solution.
I mean, for me, it was just drinking beers.
That's the legal answer.
No, that's the complete answer because I did everything. Prior to last summer.
Yeah, you did. Well, you did the whole. He wrote. So, did anyone here see the? Anyone watching?
The Silly Awards thing.
The voting, those killer graphics.
Yeah,
I was wondering who did that.
Yeah, wrote it over the summer.
Shout out to Ben for the front end.
Definitely,
but
I did not touch the front end. No way.
Yeah, he does all of our front end work. So, but that code you wrote for that voting platform was legendary. Yeah. And you wrote that like 2 weeks straight. Did you get any sleep?
I was even on holiday. I was having fun during the day in Germany with my wife, and then like in the evening when she already passed out, she's there like.
That's what you get for hanging out with Americans. You're European.
Oh no, she falls asleep at 8. So
okay.
Lots of new sites, lots of new countries. So
yeah, well, international.
Yeah.
So we've done this twice through the last two, actually since 22, 23, 24. Not to do the diatribe like I did for the first question. I'll try to speed this one up. So Brian and oh gosh, we wrote the whole thing actually for the first one. You wrote that whole portal piece, remember that? Yeah. So what we did was we wrote an entire for Thetacon 22. They came to us and said, "Hey, listen, we're going to sell all the NFTs on this platform and that platform, and we need a portal where everybody can come and log in, and then also a portal. That same portal, everyone needs to be able to watch the stream live, and
it needs to be token gated.
And it needs to be token gated, and like they didn't have any of it, like all this stuff they did kind of, but it was all very experimental at the time, and so we wrote.
It wasn't for live streams; it was only for videos.
You're right; it was not for live streams. So yeah, so we built the token gated. Platform on Theta before Theta Labs did. we're gonna get shadow banned. No, but I mean it worked. We pulled one out of our ears and we nailed it. And it worked exceptionally well, and they were so happy with that. Oh, and then our role there was to make sure that the live stream that it worked while we were there. So
that's your part.
Yeah. So and then we've continued this great relationship with the Thetacon team. Year after year, we continue to ensure that. I mean, I got to tell. If you want to hear the nightmare of this, I'll keep it quick. But 30 minutes before the live stream kicked off on the day one, they had a hardware component that is responsible for converting the AV from the whole system into like a web input, like a video input, audio input
just
device.
A capture card.
Yeah, web capture card, and the freaking hardware device just completely fried. Like it wasn't like we're plugging the thing and the blue light's not coming on anymore. We're like, oh wow, this thing's dead. 30 minutes. I always bring a little tripod camera, not as cool as the ones you all have, but like little Logitech. We literally had that thing ready to go. But they sent someone to like Best Buy or something to go pick up an adapter or something. Yeah, and they got
it. Was a different type. It was like the HDMI.
Oh yeah, they still had to go back to somewhere though. Get it right.
Yeah, but Best Buy has it.
So, hats off to Brian. Again, no wonder he won best personality. He held the line. Like, if you ever want, he was kind of beating around, he was holding it because we're there freaking out, panicking in the back room, trying to like build a backup solution. And then the funniest part was we get the part hooked up, we publish the site, and then everyone tries to hit the site at the exact same time, overloaded the RPC, nobody could log in. But once we got that working, we got all the bugs worked out. So thanks everyone to help us bug test our
You
platform.
didn't have to do anything today, right?
No, today was great. Well, we did find a couple issues, like they had the streaming configurations messed up.
Oh,
so,
yeah, you told me it went to 720.
yeah, we optimized all that, so the stream today was flawless and good. But the best part was that what everyone ever really cared about was the AMA yesterday, and we had luckily fixed all those problems by then. So yeah, I think that answers what we do. We keep the stream going.
And the other stuff before voting.
Oh yeah, and we built the portal, and then the voting.
right.
Yeah, he wrote the voting. So yeah, we do the whole portal. Yeah. Oh, should we talk about it?
No.
No, we have one really cool project coming up, but no, for this reason. So, what we've come to realize in this space is that there's a lot of projects that sell opium. And so what it's like, hey, we got this great idea, but we want you to, it's all vaporware. Hey, why don't you, pre-register and prepay and buy this thing and, pray that it's actually going to manifest into something. But, what happens is these people, next thing you know, they got 980 in the bank and they're like, oh man, my ego's too big. And, and then they can't, then they have a panic attack and and then they take off and they buy a Lambo, they burn through all the money. And then there's a crash, and then they just disappear.
Plenty of projects will do that.
We don't
Take
operate
the
like
money,
that.
go away. Yeah, you don't take anything.
Yeah. Well, no. Our objective is build it out either fully or build it out such that at least a functional solution has been built, and that's what we're developing. Actually, we're calling it the first true, honest crypto project probably ever on the blockchain. And we're trying to launch it. If I say, I got to be careful about what I say for SEC reasons, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, and be careful because Pops and Max will put a count up for you.
Yeah.
First count and then count up.
Yeah, we don't need a countdown on their damn podcast. I love this guy.
I know it's going to be Q3.
Right? Yeah. Q1 easily turns into Q3. But the thing is, that's the OCD, that's the ADHD. Just being like it has to be perfect, or at least it has to be right enough to where we can give something to the community that we really believe in, and that's why we actually FuelFoundry has never done a project for ourselves. We've always done projects for other people in the space. And we'll continue to do those projects for everyone else until we feel like we have a product that is worth investing in. Come to FuelFoundry.io, join our Discord.
Discord is the best way.
Yeah, we're on there every day. You'll get responses immediately from us.
Or others.
Well,
It depends on what the reason is.
We have a great, the nice thing is that, so actually that's full circle. So the Thetacon Discord that we told you about early on, which has thousands of members, was eventually renamed to the FuelFoundry. We eventually did that, I think that was like a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago. You want to put your logo down there?
Yeah, I wanted to have the anvil, which most people don't know that the FuelFoundry, it's two F's back and back. It looks kind of like the rune of Odin, but it's also an anvil. And it looks like the language that Theta uses with that gap in the middle. Anyway, that's for all those who don't know all the work that went into that. Thanks,
None
Ben.
of your work.
None of my work. Oh, thanks, Ben. No, it's Ben. It's all Ben. Love you, Ben. Mogwai Studio. Yeah, for the win.
Thetacon!
Thetacon!